Good morning everyone. We would like to thank our lecturer for giving us this opportunity to be here today. Before we begin, allow me to introduce myself and my partner for today. My name is Nur Afrina Nadia binti Muhammad Hazaham with the registration number 01D8021F2035, and my partner for today is Zantia, anak perempuan Selvarasi with the registration number 01D8021F2042, and we are from the 81D. My dear fellow friends, do you know how to fix a failing relationship? Do you know what makes a relationship stronger? Do you sometimes feel that your relationship with someone always does not last long? Well, today we are going to talk about 6 ways to stay in a relationship. Allow me to define our rules. I will talk about the first 3 ways to stay in a relationship, while my partner will talk about the other 3 ways to stay in a relationship. Dear friends, my first point, in my opinion, the best way to stay in a relationship is to talk to each other. Communication is a super important part of any relationship. Talk to your partner about everything from how your day went to your deepest fears, hopes and dreams. Don't shy away from tough stuff. Either be open if you are having any troubles or you are not happy with something in the relationship, and work together to solve any problems that come up. Be sure to encourage your partner to open up to it as well. Pay attention to unspoken communication too, because your partner's tone of voice and body language can be important clues to their emotional state. I have discussed how talking with each other can make a relationship stay. My dear friends, I shall now move on to my second point, that expressing your appreciation for them is the way to stay in a relationship. Don't let your partner feel taken for granted. Make sure you tell them what you appreciate about them on a regular basis. Be specific, like point out what they do well and tell them why it matters to you. If you appreciate your partner on a regular basis, it is more likely that you will also be appreciated in return. For example, you might say something like, my job can be really stressful sometimes, but when I get home you are there and you are happy to see me, and my day just instantly gets better. I have discussed how expressing your appreciation for them is the way to stay in a relationship. My dear friends, next, my third point. The way to stay in a relationship is to make time for each other. Even if your schedules are tight, make sure you set aside some time to spend together every week. It doesn't have to be fancy, but having regular quality time is important if you want to keep your love strong. During this time, just focus on each other. Try not to talk about the cost, the kids, or anything stressful. And put down your phone so you can give each other your full attention. Quality time can be as simple as drinking coffee in the morning, going for a walk on the weekend, or watching your favorite show together at night. Regular dates are an important part of quality time too. Just make sure you are spending time together in between special occasions. If you can be together in person, make sure you schedule time to catch over the phone or on video calls. So far, we have learned that making time for each other is the way to stay in a relationship. Now, I call upon Santia to continue with our presentation.
Thank you so much, Afrina. Then I will be looking to demonstrate trust. Trust is essential in any relationship, even non-romantic ones, but it means a lot more than believing that your partner won't cheat on you. And feeling trust isn't nearly as powerful as showing that you trust your partner with your actions. Furthermore, you can demonstrate trust by not texting, calling your partner constantly. Instead, text or call them once, leaving a message saying that you are thinking of them, and that you hope to hear from them soon. This shows that you trust them to reach out to you when they can, and that you know your partner appreciates your efforts. This should go without saying, but don't go through your partner's phone or personal things without permission. If you have a weird feeling that they are trying to hide something from you, talk to them about it. There is no need to stir up drama if there's nothing going on. I have just discovered demonstrating trust is the way to stay in a relationship. Next, I will focus on being reliable and accountable. A huge part of a relationship is trust. But how can you trust someone if they are constantly cancelling plans or even worse, lying? When you make plans, follow through. Don't say yes to a dinner you are not sure you will be able to go to do. Instead, the accountable. Keep a calendar and check it when you and your partner are making plans. Don't say you will call and then don't. Instead, set a reminder on your phone. Being dependent respects your partner's time and emotional energy. After all, it can be stressful to have your plans change constantly. Of course, there will be times when you have no choice but to cancel. There are family emergency, you are sick. You forget about it, a big test that you have to study for, you should feel guilty about this circumstance, but it can help to a lot of you shows you aware of the efforts those actions have on your partner. Approach, offer to reschedule, and make sure you check with them when you are free. So far, we have learned that being reliable and accountable is the other way to stay in a relationship. Last of all, I will deal with being mindful of how you communicate. Communication is one of the most important parts of a relationship and one of the hardest. That's because being open and honest with your partner means being open and honest with yourself. Dear friends, don't expect your partner to be mind reader. If you are upset, it's important to talk openly about what's bothering you. Don't be accusatory. Use I statements like I feel really ignored and unimportant when you cancel our plans at the last minute. Or I feel annoyed when you keep asking me to hang out when you know I need to study. I really appreciate it when others respect my time. Your emotions are always valid. Don't feel bad for feeling what you feel. Everyone disagrees sometimes, and that's totally okay. When you do, don't disappear or shut down communications. At the minimum, tell your partner that you are upset and need some time to cool down and process your thoughts before you talk. This way, they don't feel like you or disappear on them or ignoring their feelings. Validate your partner's feeling by saying things like, I understand why you feel that way, or I hear what you are saying. I have just discussed communication goes beyond word tone. You can tell your partner what you are care by wearing the orange stick, like sharing a playlist with them or bringing them flowers. So be mindful of how you communicate. My dear friends, today my partner and I have talked about 6 ways to stay in a relationship. That is, talk with each other, express your appreciation for them, make time for each other, demonstrate and trust, be reliable and accountable, and be mindful of how you communicate. Humans are social animals. To survive and to stay happy, we need to connect with the people around us. To love and to be a lover is the best feeling to the world. The feeling of this love and the connection between two people is what we call a relationship. Right from the family relationship, friendship, acquaintanceship and romantic relationship all are important at one or other point of life. Having a relationship is thus one of the most important thing in my life. Thank you. Once again, thank you so much for being such a wonderful audience. It has been a great honor and pleasure for us to be here today. Thank you.